How's everybody doing? Good morning this Saturday. Morning, right? It's not noon yet. My God, just look at the pancake. It looks lopsided. Boom. Can you imagine it's lopsided? Ah, well, I've been taking it easy. This Mercury retrograde can really do a number on people that have a strong Mercury in their birth chart. I have a very strong Mercury in my birth chart. I'm a ascendant. So Mercury retrograde really does a number. It really does a number on me. And for those of you who got Virgo on the ascendant or Gemini on the ascendant, you too are going to have some difficulties depending on where Mercury is by house and sign ruling your ascendant. If you have Gemini there or Virgo, I have Libra rising, but I got Mercury there and Virgo in the 12th house and Gemini in the ninth house. So communication, letters, traveling, all that stuff gets affected by the Mercury retrograde. And a lot of people don't understand what's happening scientifically with Mercury retrograde. So today, after I finish this reading, I am going to do a Mercury retrograde video explaining scientifically why Mercury retrograde is so important to know, to understand, and also how to circumvent or circumnavigate it. Because if you don't, and you are aware that there is something that goes off every 3 times a year when Mercury goes retrograde, you know that something goes off. There's a problem with communication, electronics, computers, phone calls, messages, old friends, because Mercury rules friends, return from the past. The worst part of Mercury retrograde is what it does electronically. Something happens to the electromagnetic grid or the impulse messages of Mercury. No astrologer bothers to explain it because it is scientific. It's mathematics. But I was blessed to know high mathematics and how to explain it and teach it. So that's a gift, which I'm very proud to have. I can take anything that's very, very scientifically complex and explain it very simply, even with math, which is sometimes a task in itself to do. So I'm going to do that this morning and explain to you scientifically why Mercury retrograde is so important to understand so you don't become frustrated and pissed off every time there are delays and setbacks. You'll understand why. It has a lot to do with the rotation of the planets. Mercury retrograde has nothing to do with Mercury being retrograde, but it does have a lot to do with the movements of the planets. And I will be explaining that today. Okay. And then I'm going to go into let's build a birth chart together. I didn't forget. We're going to finish the whole series today, Saturday. For those of you who want birth charts, some of you wanted birth charts yesterday. Yesterday I was in deep meditation. So between today and tomorrow, I got 4 slots. 4 slots for birth charts. 2 today, 2 tomorrow, or 3 today, 1 tomorrow. Make sure you put in your monies in Cash App or Zelle. And because I'm going to have your information, if you do Cash App, I'm going to have your information there and know who you are. You will be getting the 7 hours worth of videos, 7 hours worth of videos today. So make sure that when you send your money, you send me your email so I can start downloading the videos for you. And then you get to talk to me for 2 solid hours about your birth chart. And then we do a follow-up once per month for an entire year. $360 is not a lot of money for that kind of service. We're not trying to get rich here, but we are trying to educate you and teach you because we don't have astrology schools in the United States. We don't have a place where you can go and learn astrology on your own. Not in this country. I'm trying to create that. I'm trying to create that. So that's why we're going very slow. It's $1 a day. That's 360. $1 a day. Right? Not a lot of money. And it's tax deductible. You get that money back. So you win in any way or case. And again, the purpose is not to make you enlightened astrologers, although it can definitely take you that route. My purpose for creating the astrology school and doing birth chart is for you to learn who you are so you can empower yourself to then be as gods and be kind of like me. You know, will I have confidence, self-confidence, strength, blah, 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 blah. You know, I know who I am. I stand firm in who I am. I want you guys to be the same way or more or better as a younger generation. Okay? All right, but first, let's get back to the soap opera. Oh, come on now. You know it is. That's what we gotta call it. No. I gotta figure out a name to give this soap opera that we're living. I gotta give a name, whatever. But that could be fun too, right? When you look at it that way, it takes the sting of the seriousness of it. Because we know that it's serious. But, we don't want to be consumed with it, right? Remember, at the end of the day, this is still a journey. This is all an illusion. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Okay? Everybody's a star in their own soap opera. So, let's see what's going on. We can read this in many ways, in many angles. I think we pretty much know the basics, right? We just want to know if this is going to reach some kind of conclusive end, but we don't have to continue to see the same storyline throughout different tarot readings. In tarot land, even the tarot readers are getting tired of the same narrative. We want to see this story come to an end. And I tell you, I don't believe this is going to end until, and I hate to say this, God forgive me, because you know my heart. This soap opera is not going to end until the King of Wands dies. Number one. Number two, because he's the main thief, the matriarch dies or goes to jail. And your exes that are still doing death spells and witchcraft, both the Scorpio and the Taurian, they have to die or go to jail because them doing this is just keeping this going. It's a form of energetic core and harvesting, maybe not of the individual, but of the situation engaging the individual, which will be you, collective. They stole money, land, property. They're fighting in court to keep it. They still hire a hitman to try to kill you. So all that kind of energy still bind to the collective, makes it impossible for the soap opera to end. God has to come in and return their dust to the ground, to the earth, and release their spirit or incarcerate them. Something has to happen to these people in order for you collective to be free, because they are fighting like this is theirs. They are fighting like this is theirs. This is their entitlement. That they have the right to you, your property, your money, your wealth, and your future, and also the right to take your life. These people don't even see you as a human. They see you as an object, as an animal, something that they can handle, that they can become wealthy and rich if they keep you caged and broken. And it's very sadistic. But then again, it's no different than having a sadistic relationship with the Creator. Think about it. It's allowed to happen. So who's more sadistic? I'll leave you to answer that. So let's see. Let's say again, we got 8 groups, so this can be about any of those groups. We got 2 X's doing their own thing. We got the anti-hero. We got the matriarch, the auntie, right? We got the coven group. We got the masonry, right? That's 6. 7, 8. We have the kitchen witches and those who want to be students, and then we have the 8th one, which is unknown. It's a lot of enemies. It's a lot of enemies for one person. It's a lot. So let's see what comes out here. The first card, collective. Let me cut the deck. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nice to see you. Nice to hear from you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And for those of you who are already new to my channel, welcome back. Welcome back. Definitely missed you. Always miss you. Okay, so let's see. We have... Please note that this reading is timeless, present, past, future, all existing or continuing. We got the Page of Swords to the 8 of Wands in the reverse. It's the same thing. Someone's watching you, stalking you, and there's misinformation online or there's blocked communication that can really bring light onto a lot of things. It's still in the reverse. It has been like that, though, since day one. And when I say day one, we're going back 7 years ago. The same story. At the back, the 8 of Wands in the reverse. About this communication. You know, like who, at this point, who cares? Who cares? So much damage has been done. So much damage. And who cares at this point? Let me tell you. If I was the type of guy that would be hanging on this, I'd be poor, devastated, and hanging in the balance. Or hung myself. If I would have allowed myself to follow these tarot card readings and all this stuff. No, I'm like, listen, if someone took money and stuff like that from me, land, the universe allowed it to happen for whatever agenda the universe has in store. I don't consider it to be my money, my house, my land, because I never had it. Everybody knew my enemies, but me, that's not by accident. Or you, collective. This was ordained and allowed to happen by the universe. And what can you do? So I don't blame the ops. And God, don't you dare blame the universe. But you know that they've allowed this. So what you do? Listen, let me go make my own bag. Do my own shit like I've been doing from day one. And completely dismiss this because it wasn't mine to begin with. Because I never had it. The universe knows what it's doing. I'm one out of it. And that's how you have to be, collective, because this can drive you crazy. It's a test to you and your enemies. I'm like, you know what? I've been through so much in my life that and battle scarred by so many tragedies and stuff that happened that nothing at this point can faze me. As long as I got a roof over my head and my cat and food and a little bit of joy, even if it's 5 minutes in a week, I'm grateful for that. Then 10 years worth of misery. That's how you have to look at it. Because at the end of the day, you're dealing with a demiurge and who has no allegiance to the good or the bad. And I showed you that already. Okay, let's see. The 4 of Wands. So this talks about a house, land, property, auntie. So this reading is going to be about the stolen land, inheritance, property, because this is the fourth foundation. This is Cancer. This is the home. This is also the family, your family. It's in the reverse. They're the first crooks out there. So now we take the index cards. All right. And we're going to do 21 of these to let us know what's going on. Remember, you have an aunt and her daughter and son. She's the Sagittarius, which always comes out. And she's got, I believe, Leo rising. She has a son who's in a Leo with Aries rising and a Cancer moon, which is why the Cancer comes out a lot. This is the aunt and cousin group. So that's what this reading is about. And they're the one that took your land and property, and it's at war with your family bloodline. This is a family bloodline war here. And all the cards just fell out. So there's a lot of chaos going on behind the scenes. Let's see. Yeah, this person is dying. They're in the ICU. We read about that last week. They don't want to stop doing the spells. I fantasize about my neighbor. This aunt is a freak, let me tell you. And the incest that keeps coming out comes from that side of the family, with my brother committing the ultimate taboo. It's terrible, but again, I'm telling you, it's those demonic attachments that they have. To bald the head, that's my brother. That's the anti-hero. That's the Virgo. In cahoots with the matriarch, like I keep mentioning. In fact, I'm gonna show you. My twin brother has bald head, like I used to have. Now I don't know what's going on because he's clearly dying. So let's see. All right, let's read deeper into the bald head. But this is the anti-hero working with the matriarch to continue to block you and stop you. There he is. There he is. The anti-hero. And he's under judgment. See? Now we put this away. That was quick. Very quick. Moving right along. Okay. We have here nice complexion. Yeah, my brother and I both have nice complexions because we're the lightest skin in our family. Everyone else is black or dark skin. We're the only ones light skin. Although I don't consider this light skin at all. At all. But that's how they see it. False emperor, empress. Again, that's the anti-hero working with the matriarch to continue to take this away from you, collective. They act religious, but they're full of shit. They're magicians and witches and sorcerers and are doing some egregious things behind the scenes. It has been an uphill battle now, but it wasn't in the past. They got away with a lot. Okay, that was the first 7. 2 more pairs of 7s. They can't compete against you. They can't. There's no comparison. A pedophile, you all know who that is. But there could be pedophiles within the family too, not just with the hero, the King of Wands guys. They got an alibi, and that alibi is no good. It's no good. It's no good. It's no good. It's no good. Baby, you're no good. That's something that came to my mind just now. This was a bad investment from the very beginning to go against your collective and take something that belonged to you. Family members, it's so fucked up. Karmic soulmates within the family. Mm-hmm. Now they want harmony. After all has been said and done and destroyed on both sides, now they want harmony because they know that death is around the corner. A hot Latina, maybe she was. My cousins, they were very beautiful, very, very beautiful. And I know this is Miguel for me. She was, they were all very pretty. They were all very pretty. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that was part of their charm to lure men in. But unlike the Taurus, who does the same thing, and it was also very pretty. But it's a black widow. Okay. In my family, we have lots of sirens and narrates as women. Okay, a karmic. Okay. You're all right. Well, I guess they know that now because they can't win. And so much has been lost over this. There's no going back. There's no going back. No, they've done too much. And the interloper that started it all off was not even a family member. Three, four. Your mother in the reverse. There could be my mother in the reverse. The auntie is the sister of your mother. My mom has passed away, so that's why it came out in the reverse. So it's my late mother. For you, it might be the same, or your mother may be still alive. Know that it is your mother's sister. This is the auntie, but she's a half sister, not a real sister. And many of you may not know this. There's some family secrets here. Yeah, that's some incest freaky shit. I'm gonna lick you all over. That's the auntie. And she's in what? 80s now? 70s, something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This person was not scared at all in the reverse. They're so arrogant that they were going to win because they've been doing this to other people for so long that when they came across you collective, which is untouchable, here's where they made the mistake. And it has fucked them up because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Actually, there isn't anything to do but await death or incarceration. Let's throw some Kipper cards. We're going to do 7. So this reading was about auntie and the cousins and the property that they're still holding on to. The land, the home, especially the house. Especially the house. I'm thinking about this house, you know? And I hear that it is the battle of the century in the courts. I have not heard anything from the courts, and neither have you, collective. So I don't know how this is going to work out. All right, let's do 7 cards in the Clipper. What is the situation, the climax, and what is the outcome in 7 spreads concerning this family, this auntie and her children, and taking over this land and property, home, money, trust. This was a trust that was violated, and there were lawyers and judges involved, and corrupt clergy from the state court, the state clerk's office, the county clerk's office. Just a lot was done here. There was gang mafia affiliates that got involved. This is real heavy. Yeah, message of concern. Okay, they're not winning the court situation, so they're concerned. This is 14. When you add the number, it's 5. Change is coming, and it's in your favor, collective. And this is from the courts. The message is from the courts, from the judicial system. Something concerning an innocent soul. Number 9. Number 9, that's an ancestor or the soul or heart of the blood lineage that's innocent. Something was taken from an innocent person, you collective, and then they tried to kill you. I mean, real egregious stuff. They're thinking ill of you, how to get away with what they're doing, how not to get caught. This is an illusion because they've been caught. The lawyers that they bribed were caught and fired. Some of them went to jail. A judge has been removed from the bench. Crazy what's been going on here. Yeah, this is affecting someone who's at a long distance. I moved away. I'm in Texas. I'm no longer in New York. So this applies to me. For you, it may apply for you guys, or someone you know, or someone you're thinking of. I see someone getting on a plane to fly back to where they were and get some money. Emails and postal services have been hacked. Your letters have been rerouted. Someone went to the post office and changed your address to have it rerouted. So now the courts is sending a special telegram where you need to fly in to get your money. For some of you, not all of you. Yeah, coffin. They don't want this to die. They are fighting tooth and nail to keep this open, to get away with it. It's going to end up in death anyway. And they don't see it coming. The Grim Reaper is already here. And he's collecting. He's got a few. See? The court's adjudication is in the reverse. It did not work out in their favor. This is about the land and property and home that they took from you, collective. They've been doing this for a long time. You were born into, as well as I, into a family of criminals. We just didn't know it. Concern. This is an ancestor. This is my ancestral card. Many of the ancestors have walked away from these people. So these people are not protected by God, angels, or ancestors. Again, what they did was absolutely egregious. Guys, thank you so much. Please donate. Please give. 347-485-6258, which is Zelly, and Cash App Fernando, Ferna, number 5, NDO. And you can always call for reading. 281-690-8825. Guys, I hope this helps somebody.